I wanted to talk about what I miss on YouTube. There's a problem, really, with this channel. I kind of recently had a bit of a crisis of consciousness. You might have heard it. I made kind of a video sort of about it. I also kind of made a podcast that opened with this problem, um, where I kind of didn't really know what I was doing here. But I feel like I've gotten back on track and I kind of know what I'm doing here once again. Uh, but there is a problem, which is that like I don't really want to watch my own videos. Like it. I'm not against it. It's not like that. There are some people who can't watch anything they've ever made because it just makes them cringe. I'm not one of those people. I don't mind watching myself, but it's also I was there when I said it, so I don't. It's not, and it's just not very interesting to me, which is a problem because I'm trying to make stuff that I want to see, but the problem is that I can't see it. It doesn't work for me, and no one else is doing it. Uh, See, I feel like YouTube is missing something which it used to have, and that something is authenticity. No one's authentic on this app anymore. On this app that is called a vote. Just kill me. Just kill me. Just kill me. Anyway, uh, I used to be someone who was very sort of anti this mindset because as far as I was concerned, um, you can't be authentic in a YouTube video because you're always presenting yourself in a certain way. Just the act of deciding to talk into a camera about something rather than keeping it to yourself and format it in a way that people, it's a very artificial kind of situation that we got going on here. And so any form of authenticity is kind of impossible. So, like, why even pretend to try and do something impossible? And I was always kind of pulled back from that aspect of Denpa and of anything. But as that entire idea of authenticity has just disappeared, like no one even gives a shit anymore. The idea of like not selling out as an artist is just disappeared. Like I'm someone who I'm the last remaining person who still cares about not selling out. Like all my music is free, for example. No one else seems to give a shit about not selling out. Everyone else loves selling out. But it's also the case on YouTube, and I also sort of fell for this for some time, where I was, trying to make more highly edited videos that are more structured and more, what would be the word? Pre thought through, I suppose, less spontaneous. Uh, but now I'm sort of coming back to realize I actually do value, even though true authenticity is impossible. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's not interesting and important to try and fail anyway. That's actually a very interesting part. You see, what I need on YouTube, as I need 100 people who are all like me, except they're all different from me. They all do their own little niche. Like they all have like I need 100 people who make daily 12-hour long videos about one thing repeatedly over and over again in excruciating detail. That's what I need. Uh, like there used to be no one does fucking daily videos anymore. Everyone's always pressured. Like YouTube has created this pressure that everything has to be edited in this stupid like Zoomer editing style. It's just, and I feel like the people who wanted something out of like daily, less edited videos have all gone to like live streams now. But the problem with live streams is that pretty much every single streamer is the most annoying person in the universe, other than Northern Lion. And the other thing is that live streams are live. They happen at a certain point in time. If you miss them, you miss them, which someone with a very inconsistent sleep cycle like me means I can't always be around to catch the same live stream every day, right? Or how, I'm not in sync with a streamer's schedule like that. Uh, but yeah, the majority of streamers are obviously extremely unentertaining to watch, uninteresting people, and basically just annoying to have to witness at all. The only streamers I've ever enjoyed watching their actual live streams are Simple Flips, Northern Lion, and maybe a couple of VTubers from time to time. Uh, but every VTuber I liked is currently like on weird hiatus or something. uh, and I've also like stopped caring about them. Uh, and yeah, so it's basically just Northern Lion. All we have left is Northern Lion. Northern Lion is the only thing that fulfills my YouTube goals anymore because, and in particular, the YouTube channel library of Laterno, because you get like a video very regularly. They're over an hour long, and they're just an entertaining guy who is authentically being himself, but also entertaining a bunch of people who is like a normal guy, but at the same time a very much internet poisoned guy, you know? And he's also just extremely funny. We love Northern Lion. Everyone loves Northern Lion now because he's just cracked the code of being extremely funny. But what's great about Northern Lion is there's no production values. There's no there's nothing surrounding it. There's not overcomplicating it. It's just a guy who's funny playing video games and talking about Costco or whatever, right? And we all love that shit. Why aren't there a million of those people? And of course, not everyone can be as funny as Northern Lion. I'm definitely not as funny as Northern Lion, but you don't have to be. You know, that's a generational talent right there. You don't have to be funny. You just like Simple Flips is not as funny as Northern Lion, but in my eyes, he's equally entertaining because of his personality and his personal history, his interests, his particular autisms. What I need is more autistic people to make stupid videos just regularly. Now, of course, you kind of have to choose between like long versus good versus regular, right? There's very few people, like, how do I put this? When people want to make a video that's really long, they tend to be like video essay, really well edited, written, fact checked, researched. They take months and months to make, and then you get this like 3 hour H Bomber Guy video at the end of it, or some bullshit like that. And it's like those are good. I like all of those. I like the long. Yeah, but what about okay? And then there's the videos who are regular, right? Then there's the people who it's like okay, I don't fucking know. I'm a regular ass YouTuber. I record my stream. I'm Ludwig. I stream a thing and I turn it into a YouTube video. I pay my editors to edit it for me. It goes out, once or twice a week, and it is what it is. But what I want is in the triangle, I want that inconsequentiality of that kind of like regular who cares kind of standard video, but in the form of a long ass video, you know? And the only person who gives that to me is Library of Laterno. That's the only person in the entire website who does that anymore, which sucks. Other than podcasts, because that's the other thing. I feel like that genre of thing has just morphed into being podcasts now. Like here, you get 90 minutes of a bunch of friends talking. Again, the problem is every podcaster is basically insufferable. Um, like, where's the normal? They're not because they're just not normal. They're not normal people. They're not just like there's nothing authentic about it. They all tend to be like these like grind set type people, which is a weird thing if you're a podcaster specifically, which is objectively like the lowest effort, easiest thing to make. Anyway, uh, you know, we want I want YouTube is missing. The internet in general is just missing this like you're not trying to do something special. I don't really want people. I don't want to do anything special anymore with YouTube at least. You know, I'm over this. I got to turn it into some artistic thing. I don't want it to be an artistic thing. I want breakfast videos. More importantly, I want second monitor videos. You know, I want that kind of shit. I want comfy. It needs to be comfy. To be comfy, like it's not comfy. Mr. Beast is not comfy. Anything that is adjacent to like I I today I booted up a Minecraft world and forced 5,000 people to simulate the Industrial Revolution. You've seen videos like that? Like that's the opposite of a comfy YouTube video. I don't fucking want that. Damn, my beard's looking nice. Seeing this shit? Hairline? That's nowhere to be seen anymore. Okay, we've given up on that. We're long past that. It's crazy how I had one and then like 1 year later, gone. How can that happen to a human being? That's weird. But the beard, it's all migrated. It's all migrated down here. Honestly, worthwhile trade. I'm okay with this. Um. Anyway, where was I going with this whole spiel? Right. There's no one's just documenting. You know who used to do this? Like Casey Neistat. Casey Neistat's kind of an insufferable person, right? But what was nice about the old daily vlogs? No one does fucking daily vlogs anymore. What was nice about the old daily vlogs is it was a daily vlog, right? It was just it could by the format it couldn't be contrived. It had to be like a representation of his day in some way. Uh, no one's doing that anymore. No one's free to fail like that. You know, every YouTube video, it's like I gotta deliver for my spot. Is this why? Is it sponsors? Is it the turn to spot? Like since you have to make each YouTube video a deliverable for your sponsor, like every video has to get 1 million views so that enough people will click on your sponsor link in the description so that you can keep them on in the future and keep it. Is that why? Is it like I don't know. I don't know if that's what killed this format is the transition to sponsors. But I don't want it to be a commercial thing anyway. Like I just want I don't know people hanging out and sharing ideas. Is that too crazy? Is it too crazy to share ideas? Come on, guys. We live in a liberal democracy. We're all about rational discussion here and the sharing of ideas. Okay, let's get that over with because none of us want that. But what I really just want is I don't know. These people probably exist. I just don't know where to find them. I don't know where to fucking find them. I need to look around and see if I can find some shit. But I like some of my favorite YouTubers. Let's sit down. Let's sit down and have a conversation. Okay. I like YouTubers like Simple Flip. Okay, he's good because he does Mario 64 and Mario Maker, and that's it. That's basically it. He does other things sometimes, but he's just got very autismed one thing. But he's also a personality. You got Paz, aka Artificial Night Sky. That's just otaku autism. Great YouTube channel, right? You got Northern Lion. It's like if you were if like it's like an AI generated Seinfeld episode with one guy. It's just good. He's just funny. It doesn't necessarily have the same autism. That's okay. You know who I liked in the past was Funhouse. Funhouse used to be one of my favorite YouTube channels. They don't really exist anymore. Um, I watched them for a long time back when they used to be called Inside Gaming. Those guys were great because they were just three guys hanging out, shooting the shit. But they were more heavily edited. But what was great is you got multiple videos a week, so it was with regularity. Because this is really just all into this like crisis where you know what's the Faustian bargain of being a hikikomori type guy, a shouting whatever the fuck, right? Neat type guy. Whether you want to say, some people have very strict definition of hikikomori, so I try and let's be careful how we use these words sometimes. But anyway, the Faustian bargain is, well, the real world fucking sucks, so the internet world is much better, let's go there. Which was the case for a long time, but now, like, as time goes on, the internet world is just getting worse and worse and worse, right? And to the point where, like, around this year, it's finally crossed the threshold where it actually just fucking sucks. Like, the internet like we really, I know I talk a lot about, oh, we ought to make, hey, the internet's not that bad. There's all these great small blogs and whatever. But the problem is they never get up. People post a blog post like fucking once a week, right? Or even less frequently. When it comes to like small message boards, image boards, BBSs and whatever, they're very slow, right? You can't just be on them all day. Which I guess is why you gotta get addicted to an MMO or a video game of some kind, if you or anime and visual novels or whatever. something about like otaku media has just not been grabbing me recently. I've been trying to watch some anime, and it's just sort of felt like a slog. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just not watching the right things. But something about that has just not been grabbing me recently. Um, Video games are fun though. I'm still playing a lot of Team Fortress 2, as you might imagine. But Team Fortress 2 is made extra comfy by having a nice video of some, nerd talking about some autistic interest he has on the second monitor. It just improves the experience. Anyway, yeah, so the fact that the internet is like just becoming worse and worse, it's like crossed the threshold now where it's like no longer better than being in real life. At least, to complete the thought that I was actually talking about, uh, although I talk a lot of big game about using all these smaller websites and whatever, like, yeah, I do use them. I do use my RSS feed. I do follow a bunch of random, blogs that and a bunch of small BBSs and forums and whatever. Like the fact of the matter is that they're all small, right? Like there's it's hard to discover new things. They're all slow. Like it was fine to live in that world as long as I had YouTube as well. But now like YouTube is just also getting worse and worse and worse. Uh, because of this like there's no longer any holdouts of authenticity. There's no longer I don't know, everything just the YouTube video only exists to serve the sponsor who and every like sponsor is just a scam, right? Like who are all of the common YouTube sponsors that you see, they're all like scam products, right? And same with the actual ads on like everything's just it's just disgusting, man. Like where's the people that are just doing this, just make a video for fun because it's fun, right? I just want to talk to you guys. I just wanted to, hey, don't you relate to this? Aren't we all in this together? Isn't that why you watch me? Assumedly that's the situation you're also in. Like, where's the people doing that? Where's the people who are like, hey, it's fun to point a camera at yourself and talk about stuff. There are people who do it, but the majority of them are fucking idiots. Like, where's the people who are actually online? Where's the internet natives doing this? Surely they ought to be, but they ain't. I don't know what they're doing. I don't understand where did they go? Where did they go? What happened to everyone? What the hell happened to everyone?